I am not a particularly ranty person, but in this podcast, I'm going to take you through a bit of a rant called You Snooze, You Lose. The more time I spend in business, the more time I try and help people to achieve what they want to achieve, the more frustrated I get that people just don't do what they need to do as quick as is required. In this podcast, I'm going to take you through the reason that if you snooze, you lose, and why not being quick enough, not having a speed of implementation, and actually being slow by the wayside means you're missing deals, you're missing opportunities, and you're just overpaying for things where you could be saving money. This is the Snooze You Lose rant time blueprint, and I hope you get some value from it. So this is going to be a bit of a rant. I don't normally do this. The real angle I want you to take is to rewire your brain. Now, I can't believe how many people miss opportunities because they're too slow. Like if you snooze, you will lose. And I send people deals sometimes and say, oh, have a look at this deal. And I might speak to them a day later, a week later and say, oh, how did you get on with that deal I sent you? And they say, oh yeah, I'm going to have a look at that actually. I can't believe how long some people wait to actually do things. Now, what you want to do is you want to understand the difference between urgent and important. If you got a instant message on WhatsApp or Slack or Instagram, you would probably check it immediately and might even respond pretty quickly. Whereas if a sales lead was to land in your inbox or a deal was to turn up on Rightmove, why would you not action it as quick as possible? If you know you're going to go on holiday and you want to book your flights, why would you leave it until a week before you go rather than do it 3 months in advance, where 3 months in advance, it'll cost you 60 quid. A week ahead, it'll cost you 300. I just don't understand why people leave things to the last minute when they can save money, make money, actually get ahead. I've shared deals with people recently and said, look, have a look at this deal. And they say, oh yeah, I absolutely will do. And they'll check in the next day or a week later and they haven't even looked at it. Send people opportunities where stuff is on the open market, which means everybody else could be getting to it and they're not jumping on it. Say to someone, oh, have you followed up with that agent? Oh, no, I rang them. They never actually called me back a week ago. You're missing out on opportunities. If you want to get ahead of the game, you've just got to be so quick. And in my head, I just don't understand another way to do it. When a lead lands, somebody wants to buy something or a deal or an investor, in my head, I'm straight on it, like jump on it, let's go at it. When a lead comes in, it's hot. The only temperature a lead or a deal or an opportunity goes is cold. The longer you leave it, deals are like concrete. The longer you leave them, the harder they are to get, or the harder they get. You want to be jumping on stuff quick. So when you go into the next sort of day, week, month ahead, start to think about you need to be jumping on things quick. And the biggest trap you'll fall into is when things are urgent, you do them quickly. Somebody wants your attention. Somebody's on the phone. Somebody's ringing you up. Somebody's sending you a message. You're on it all quickly. Oh yeah, quick. I've got to unblock this toilet. I've got to respond to this message from my mate who's just sent me a meme that's really funny. Whereas there's deals that are sitting in your inbox, clients who want to buy from you, people who've asked for proposals, opportunities you've been given. You know, oh yeah, I'd be really interested. Send me a proposal, send me a brief. And it's on your to-do list. You're not quite getting around to it. You're leaving it. You're completely missing the point. The top of your agenda needs to be high value, important, deals, opportunities, progressing it. When I get a deal, I'm like a dog with a bone. I'm on the phone, follow up, have we heard back? Where are we? Keep moving it forward. Deadlines get things done, putting on the pressure, moving it. Don't be another person who just misses the boat, and also doing things ahead of time. Don't leave things to the last minute where you've got to pay extra for postage and your flight tickets. You leave them till the last minute and they're expensive. You don't manage to get the opportunity you were supposed to get because you left it too late. Now you've got to sit in the rubbish seats at the back. You just don't do these things. It's a bit of a rant, but I needed to get this out because I'm just seeing it consistently. People being slow off the mark, slow response times, not prioritizing the biggest things. You want a quick speed of implementation, a rapid response time. If you see a deal, you want to get on it like straight away. The second I see a deal and I know it's a deal, I'm on it. I'm on the phone I'm not personally, but I'm getting my team on the phone to the agents. I'm following it up. I'm chasing it. What did the agents say? How did they get on? They've not called us back. Give them another ring. Follow them up. Chase them. Like, you just need this urgency. You need this speed. You need this pace. But that's how it goes. I don't live my life like that. My life isn't frantic. It's very organized. It's very proactive. It's very structured. I know what's happening. But when there's a deal, if you snooze, you lose. You need to be on it. You need to be progressing it. You need to make it happen. Hopefully you get the message. As we go into the weeks and months ahead, like just start to think like that. The early bird catches the worm. The speed of implementation is where the money is. Don't sit there with your feet up. Don't let things go cold. Don't miss the opportunity, because there's somebody else out there like me that's going to beat you to the post. They're going to get the deal before you do. You snooze, you lose, and you don't want that to be the case. Rant over. See you on the next podcast.